Now let's get back to the present and the present tour. It must be very difficult given that you're focusing on the first 6 albums. I mean, how did you decide on the material? I mean, you've obviously got a core of material you've got to play, really.
Right. I just say there's a staple 7 or 8 songs that we have to play, and we love playing them. But Paul is very good. He writes very good set lists. He's a very good stage director. And every now and again, we throw in these songs like Electric Land. There's a new song, Troubleshooter. There's Crazy Circles. We throw in songs that are not really part of the staple Bad Company package. It keeps our interests alive,
Yes,
it keeps us on our musical toes. And I think for the most part, the audiences, they get to hear songs that normally they wouldn't hear, and I think it's an interesting aspect for everyone involved.
Yeah. I mean, I think, if I'm being honest, I think the only criticism might be, and hopefully you've heard it from others really, that, an hour and 15 minutes isn't really a long set, is it? I mean, have you had any
No, it's not.
Have you had any comments, Simon, about that?
Yes, we have. And once again, there's not much I can comment on it. It's a set that is possibly a little short by a song or two. Paul makes the ultimate decisions when it comes to what he sings.
Yes.
And that's the set that we've been playing. That length of set is what we've been playing for some time now. So I think the credo that it's best to leave them wanting more is one that could be applied to the set.
I suppose that's good as long as you do come back and tour again, because there's always that worry you perhaps don't come back for 3 or 4 years. It's really just appreciating what a great back catalogue Bad Company have. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Look, we've been around a long time. We've got a lot of fans. We've influenced a lot of people. We're just passing it on.
Yes.
We're passing it on to the next generation, and they will do it in turn. And it's just great to be still playing and playing well.
Yeah.
The band sounds. I think it sounds better. My God.
Yes.
As I said, yeah.
I always think it sounds better possibly than back in the day, because the quality's improved, hasn't it? Amplification and everything, and PA systems. I sometimes wonder, Simon, you started off by chatting about age and keeping fit and everything. Do you think we expect too much from our rock stars these days? Because there's a generation now who are in their 60s and even in their 70s. I mean, would you say really, if you wanted to, you could play a 2-hour set quite easily? Or is it so demanding now that...
I could... Well, could I play 2 hours? I could... Look, I saw Fleetwood Mac recently, and they did about a 2 hour and 20. And quite honestly, it was too long. My generation in their 50s and 60s, I don't think they want to stay in an arena for 2.5 hours. I'm not saying that. I think there's an optimum amount of time that any band can be on stage. Look, if you're a youngster dashing around on Red Bull and vodka or whatever, yeah, you want to see the Foo Fighters for 3 hours. You want to see Nickelback or Slipknot. You want them to play for 2 hours. But my generation, I think, yeah, we could play an hour and a half, an hour and 40, but I think that would be it. Could I play 2 hours? Yes, I could, but it would be hard work.
Yeah,
and unless we did an acoustic set, or I got off the stool for a while and did something else, the way I play, because I'm quite a physical player, 2 hours would be a lot for me, especially in the American summer outdoors.